Well, heck. I think my light may be a little bright. I am 100% reflective. There's nobody in here yet, but a few of you may be actually watching this a little bit later after I've posted it. I woke up at 3:33 this morning. The devil was not whispering in my ear. The aliens were not here to get me this time. But I was just kind of done sleeping. I've had this cold. John and I both have. He won't really admit to it, but he has had the cold as well. And this morning, it's caused him to feel quite nauseated, and he's gone back to bed. Had to call off his morning shift, and I'm about the same. It's just that I'm sleeping constantly, and I was before I got sick, but it's been even worse now. I'm not really sweating it because what do I have to do? I don't work. Not even YouTube. I can't even claim YouTube anymore since they took away my monetization because I don't have enough subscribers. What a bunch of bullshit. I have wonderful subscribers. I have less than 2,000, but I still can't believe I have almost 2,000. So, whatever. I wasn't on this for the money anyhow. It was just kind of, it was cool when they made the offer. I thought, wow, okay. And it encouraged me some to make videos, but I never did it for the money. And I didn't try to milk it. And I didn't do like some people and pump them out constantly. You know, my life got complicated with really bad health problems. And not that I didn't have some good times and probably some things I could have talked about. But I just felt hyper private at the time. Life got really stupid and difficult, and people kept dying, and people I loved, ow, poked myself a little bit there. So anyway, what did I come on here to bitch about? Oh, I don't know. So I've got a cold and I'm sleeping all the time, and I sleep odd hours, and I just wake up whenever, go to the bathroom and love on the cats and get something to eat and move around a little bit. So, all right, this video was inspired by several people. Pardon me while I vanish briefly. Get my makeup brushes off the floor. Um, I heard yet another person saying something that annoys me, and I shouldn't be annoyed at all because it's something I used to say too until I looked it up and educated myself on it. All right, the drink, the flavored unsweetened in a can soda water. You know it. There's several brands now, but it used to mainly be, if I had editing skills these days, I would put it on the screen. But people call it LaCroix, and people call it LaCroix. LaCroix, because they think they're being fancy and proper. Look how elegant I am. A LaCroix. Well, I was saying LaCroix too there for a little while. And then I went on their website, decided to look it up and see what was correct. And it says right on their website, LaCroix, like, enjoy. So, it's LaCroix, like enjoy. No, it's LaCroix, like enjoy. I still think it must be incorrect, but it's, Americanized, I suppose. Whatever the case, that's it. And I used to know someone who, he and his family loved to eat Reese cups. You know, chocolate on the outside, peanut butter on the inside, Reese cups. And they're from up north, about as north as you can get and still be in the U.S. And I immediately took umbrage with that, and I said, it's not Reese, it's Reese's. Oh no, I'm just the ignorant, pardon the noise, I'm opening my makeup caddy. I'm just the ignorant southerner, and even worse, an Arkansan. So what would I know? Because they're big city people from the north. and they're Reese cups. And look, it's the name Reese, probably a last name. Reese's. They belong to Reese. Reese created them. They are Reese's cups, peanut butter cups, to be more exact. If it was Reese, then what the hell are Reese pieces? Tell me that. It's Reese's pieces. Hello? Still, nope, nope, nope. Alyssa's wrong. Alyssa's wrong. I'm Alyssa, in case you're new around here. AKA TushyGalore. Hi. And so I said, let me go look up some commercials. So I looked some up on YouTube, played it for him, over and over, commercial after commercial, of them saying Reese's. Still wouldn't believe it. Called his family, got them in on it. Oh, Alyssa's stupid. So I finally had to have the fool call the company, get somebody on the phone, a representative on the phone, and ask them what the correct way was. And do you know, even after she told them the correct way to say it, he still insisted that everybody else was wrong. He and his sister and mother were correct. This is someone who thought he was quite the intellectual too. So that was interesting. So it is LaCroix, like enjoy. Why is that light going off and on? Kitty, get away from there. And it is Reese's. My Roku is rebooting. That's must be what all that's about. I think they're messing around. The cats are messing around near the cords, and I think they jostled it and unplugged a power strip. Is what I think. Either that or it's ghosts. Either way. Okay. And also, I ought to change the title, I guess, because I got an IPSY bag, and it's almost time to get another one. I am late to the party as far as showing you what I got in my little makeup bag. IPSY is a monthly, what do they call them, a box, subscription box, I guess. And I've already woken and bokened, waked and baked. So I'm myself, in other words. Hey, if anybody's watching, I am blind as a bat, and my phone is smaller than this IPSY bag. My phone's about like that, and my eyes are about like this, and so I can't. I'm really sorry if you're commenting and I'm not seeing it. I apologize profusely. So let's get into this stupid bag of shit and see what they gave me this month. It's, I think, an ugly bag. It's just like, it's plastic, kind of that faux marble. Why not black marble? Why not some granite look with some glitteries in it? Oh well, whatever. These bags become burdensome at some point anyway. Did I get, I think I got some kind of foundation-y stuff. Hold on. Is that lipstick? Oh boy, but that's going to be ugly. They keep sending me red lipsticks, and they're all like these really garish, horrible, clownish, orangey, and really dry. Okay, this is some kind of body scrub. Charcoal bamboo. I hit myself in the face with it. Charcoal bamboo detoxifying body scrub, blah, blah. Got some good ratings. The women that used it and rated it. It's Theory brand, Theory Body. It's a Theory with an IE. Is that a knockoff or is that the real brand? Because I've never used it. I've heard of it, but I've never used it. I haven't paid close enough attention. I should put that in the shower so I can, actually use it. And what's this in my hot little hand? Blue Lotus Cleansing Milk. I hate anything where I have to, like, get in the sink and just splash the water and shit. Maybe I'll put that in my shower. I probably shouldn't cuss, because Etsy might want to sponsor me at some point. If I can ever get more than 2,000 subscribers. I'm not aiming for that, because listen, y'all. For those of you who don't know, I used to be very popular back in the old days of YouTube. I consider myself a C-list celebrity, but some of the big cats, the people who were well known for their comedy and their vlogging and stuff. We were friends, and I was kind of in their bubble a little bit, and they were in mine. And I used to get so much email, fan mail, whatever. We had like an inter YouTube system email thing, and I had, when I kind of dropped out of YouTube because it got just too much for me, I had over 1,000 unopened messages in that system, and several hundred that I had opened and read and just not replied to yet, because most everything that I would get, people were just like pouring their hearts out to me, and it was very touching, and I felt like it deserved more than a quick little thank you so much for watching. Uh, be sure to comment, like, and share. I didn't know what to say to some of these people, and I wanted to give them a proper response, and I put it off, and I put it off, and I put it off. I'd answer maybe a dozen a day, and some wanted me to give them tarot card readings, and I just felt bad saying no, but a lot of them were in desperate situations, and they expected me somehow to change their life with the tarot card reading, and it was just a little bit much. So I do not miss getting more messages and comments than I can easily handle. Don't miss that at all. This is something actually from Dollar Tree. Ooh, I'm sitting right under a vent. It's hot. This is like the Garnier stuff. It's supposed to make your eyes look less puffy and miserable. And I used to use the Garnier stuff, and I think it worked, as I recall. And I wanted to try it again, but you know me, I'm always on a budget. I'm on disability, and I just kind of, have to keep things as cheap as I can. Pardon my huffing and puffing. Like I said, I have a cold. So I bought some of this, and Age Defy Dark Circle and Puffiness Serum. We'll see. I don't know. So let's see what else they got. I was going to put some foundation on, but I don't know. I guess I should. What is this? 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup, broad spectrum, SPF 15 in porcelain. What brand is it? Pure brand, P-U-R. What is with that? So many companies use that P-U-R spelling, including my favorite dispensary here in town. Pure Spirit. Okay, that's something else. Where are my little brushes? So let's see. I don't want to get too far off of the topic of my subject line, because I found a little piece of paper in a drawer next to my bed, and it was very faded. Something had spilled on it. It was in pretty rough shape, but I could tell that it said a little list that I had made of paranormal topics to tell you about. And I really do want to get on to some of those, but I don't want to do it right now because I've already got too many topics going at one time. See, this stuff, I don't know. I can't see it. It's just coming off like a pressed powder. How do you like my one hand with one nail and my other hand with a bunch of nails? I'm in the process of doing them. I don't know. I don't like the way they're looking. They may come off again. The only thing stopping me is the fact that I'm running out of forms, the paper forms. That's another thing. I apologize for those, what I make, 2 really long, really boring videos of me trying to do my nails. I had thought, the powder's choking me. Oh dear, I'm getting it everywhere. Holy moly. What I did, can you see? It's got it everywhere. I was going to make videos showing me, like, from a complete beginner. Might as well just do that. Complete beginner doing my nails, and the fact that I don't always have the best control over my muscles, I thought would make it a little a little more challenge, a little more interesting, and encourage other people who maybe don't have a real steady hand to try doing their own nails too. Because honestly, having a disability, especially one that hinders your movement, it's very depressing, and it's very depressing. And it's sometimes I feel so defeated that I just don't even try things. I'm just like, nope, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna be too difficult. I'm gonna make a fool of myself. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna waste money, whatever. And it absolutely stops me in my tracks. I used to do that to myself about being overweight. I was one of those young women who just put everything off until some magic day when I was skinny, right? Well, that day just never came, but I realized at some point it wasn't going to. I'm like, well, I can be miserable and waiting and just waiting and failing and feeling miserable. Or I can just kind of get out there and do what I can do and enjoy my life and make of it what I will. And I mean, I didn't realize I could even do that until I got online, got on the internet in 1995, and started meeting people and realizing I wasn't alone and that being fat wasn't a hindrance and all this stuff. So now I'm like way over that, but now I have a physical disability that I cannot do anything about. The overweight thing, could have starved myself down and worked really hard at it and succeeded and been skinny, but um, with this, there's really nothing much that I can do about it. So I really do try to get out there and do what I can when I can. I'm going to tilt this just a little bit. Bear with me. Okay, because you don't need to see the top of my head, but it might be nice to see the products. I'm still trying to figure out the light situation. Um, Maybe that a little better. Here, I'm going to shade it. This is one of those marbled kind of blushes. It's so tiny though. It's kind of hard to, I'm going to have to use this little brush. This is by Ciate. Is that the way to say it? You ladies who use medium grade makeup, maybe you can tell me. Glow 2 Illuminating Blush. I just got to where the makeups I could afford were so disappointing. I mean, things like Maybelline. I used to love Maybelline. But it got to where the last several times I bought a Maybelline product, I was thoroughly disappointed and just ended up throwing them away. So, and then had to spend money on other things that came up in my life, and I just didn't have money for makeup anymore. So I pretty much ran out. So I got into the whole IPSY stuff. Did I say Etsy earlier? I may have. I've got so many apps on my phone, seriously, so many that sound an awful lot alike. See this blush? I just can't see it. It's kind of sparkly, but it may just be because I'm looking at myself in the camera, too. Of course, now I've probably made it greasy and it'll never come out again. So I did this so for just a few bucks a month, I could revive my makeup supply, try some new things, try some brands that I probably wouldn't normally have the opportunity to try. And I mean, the one I'm doing is Glam Bag and it's samples, but sometimes you get a full size something. Like there's this, where is it? Some blusher that I've been using ever since I got it. It's a freaking full size blusher. It's Madison Miller. I guess she's an influencer on YouTube or something. OFRA, Ofra. That has lasted me forever, and it's really good. I can actually see it. Excuse me, you would know it was TushyGalore video if I didn't burp. I think it's because I'm talking so fast and I'm salivating a lot. It just makes me burpy. Luckily, y'all love me anyway and wouldn't expect anything less. Okay, this is one thing I will talk about. I had made a video probably a couple of months ago that was something about my obsession or my other obsession or something cryptic like that. And and I talked about, I don't remember what, something, but I said I'll make another video and tell you what my other one is, my other obsession. And I'll just, I'm obsessed with watching reaction channels, reacting to Amberlynn Reed, Foodie Beauty, the Slayton sisters, mostly those. Nikocado Avocado uh, makes my brain fry. I can't take much of him. Good for him for making a success of himself on this thing. God bless him. He's doing better than I ever did. But yeah, I can't watch a lot of him. For those of you who don't know, those are all people who are famous for their mukbangs, mukbang, whatever. A lot of people say it very differently. It's where people get online, make videos of them eating enormous amounts of food. Started in South Korea, from what I have read. Started in South Korea. It was a way to keep people from feeling so lonely. People sitting home alone can turn on, video of their favorite mukbanger and sit and eat with them, right? And the massive amounts of food, I guess, is just sort of comforting and entertaining to watch somebody. Usually, it's noodles, eating huge amounts of noodles. Um, in America, it just is whatever, I suppose. And it gets kind of gross. Chelsea Lynn, aka Trailer Park Tammy, she does them as well. She'll have friends or her husband, who's friend as well, I suppose, get on there and they sit in the car and eat a lot of food. Now she's chunky, but she's not gonna kill herself. Neither one of them. They're not like super morbidly or anything. But a couple of these gals, well, all the ones I just mentioned, are really big, and I feel a kinship with them because I was 350, maybe more than that, at my heaviest, and I was at that weight for years, matter of years. Um, and I know what it's like, and I know the emotional parts that go into it, the physical stuff that goes into it, and the food addiction. I understand compulsive overeating because I used to do it. Since I started having so much trouble with my stomach, it's rare that I really eat a great deal. Why am I still fat? Because I don't move around, I guess. And because sometimes I eat really high calorie foods because it sits well with my stomach. Things like a little bowl of ice cream or some cookies and milk for a meal. It's not great. It's not super nutrition, but I do what I can do when I'm well enough to eat without horrible distress. I will eat, vegetables and meats, and which I probably shouldn't. I'm cutting way down on the meats. That's a whole other thing. I don't seem to have a mirror in here. What the heck? Here's the slipstick. Here's the slipstick. It is Bella Pierre, and Bella Pierre Cosmetics. I have a feeling that's one of those brands that makes stuff just for IPSY. And that's been the case with a lot of their lipsticks. It's been like their Betty Boop when they did the Betty Boop theme. And the reds are horrible. And it looks like I may have tried this already. I think this is the frightening one. One of the frightening ones. The latest frightening one. Watch. It looks pretty when you just look at the tube. I can only vaguely see myself. I'm using my phone, but like I said, the screen's really small. I'm getting it in the general vicinity of my mouth. Mm. Of course, I'm way overlit. I don't know what to do about that, folks. It's just, I feel like if I don't have any light on, this is as low as it goes, too. Maybe I need to scooch it back or scooch myself back. This is going to be a process, and this light is going back to Walmart. Yes, Walmart, I know. I had ordered one from Amazon, researched it. It was one that fit um, in my budget, and of course, it wasn't top of the line, but it had good ratings, and it was Oh, y'all saw one of my live streams. It just died, and that was it. So I sent it back, and because I wanted to make some videos, I didn't want to lose my momentum that I had been building here. I ran to Walmart and got the one they had, and it is a piece of shit. The light itself is fine. It's about like the other one I had, where it's just some pressed powder. About like the other one that I had, in that it's 8 inches around and or across, I guess. And it has several different brightness settings. And it has the usual, I've got the little thing in my hand here. It's got the usual different temperatures. That's the warm one. Somebody commented when I first had my other light and said they like this warmer one. But you see, if I turn it up, I disappear. That's as bright as it'll go. Ooh, just like a marshmallow with red lips. And there's the very blue one. I'm turning it down. So, whatever. You can see my face at least. That's all that matters. So, what was I talking about? I don't remember. I'm sorry, y'all. I am just, blathering, and I've lost my train of thought. Boo to this lipstick. Boo really to the blush, because it doesn't really seem to have much pigment in it. As you saw, I literally took it and scribbled it on, and it's still just kind of barely there. But IPSY is fun. And if I can figure it out, I'll put my code somewhere. And y'all, if you want to try IPSY, I mean, it's a little hit and miss, but I get a lot of good products from it. And I'll put a code. You can use it to get IPSY. I think it will maybe get you something off. I would hope so. And I guess it will earn me points, and then I can cash them in for something or another later, some makeup products. I really would like some nice eyeshadows that are not so neutral. I really like color and some drama and like some sparkles. I'd like stuff like that. I mean, they sent me purple. I think I told you guys, they sent me like 3 purple eyeshadows in a row. They're not even a good shade that I would necessarily wear. Kind of reddish and make me look like somebody popped me in the eye. Like someone dotted my eye, as they say. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I may watch this and figure out what I was talking about. I'm a little distracted too. I've got a computer over here, new to me, practically brand new. Stepfather went in the nursing home, and I said, hey, does he still have that computer in a box that he used like twice? So I'm going to try to figure out how to get into it. I've been watching YouTube videos. He put a password on it and wrote a note that's a hint to what the password is, but nothing we can think of works, and he's too out of it to remember. So I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get that thing booted up and working, and then I can hopefully make better videos and maybe actually do some editing, get back into that. And I've got some other projects that I really need more than just my little tiny phone to work on them. I have a laptop, but it's kind of old and works. I mean, you know, keep your fingers crossed for me that I can follow directions and get it done. I found a video. I'm going to work on it today. That's my goal. Okay, you guys, I got to get really close. My eyes still have what's the name of the luggage? Samsonites. I still got Samsonites under my eyes. But the lipstick distracts from it, right? Okay, bye.